Brought to you from beautiful Hollywood, California. Welcome to this week's episode of LARocks. Each year, thousands of bands make their pilgrimage to Los Angeles to play at places like the Whiskey, the Roxy, and the Rainbow Bar and Grill. I scout the city and invite only the best bands to do a private, invitation-only show for me and my rock star buddies. Barbecue is here and the beer is cold. Oh yeah, I'm Redbeard. I'm going to be your host. So follow me, and I'll get you past security.
All right. Hey, we want to welcome you to another edition of LARocks. Things have changed a whole lot. If you've noticed these two beautiful co-hosts, this is Bea, this is Anna. They're going to be with me from here on out to bring you the best rock and roll in Los Angeles. If you notice, as the show goes on, we got our new location, and it's awesome, man. We love it, and we're happy to be here. First, let me talk about the band that we've got coming up. It's a band called Made in America. They're awesome, man. We're so glad they're here. Thank you, Made in America. And I'll tell you what, it's one of my favorite two keyboardists in this town. First, you know him from being with the band Berlin and Goo Goo Dolls and English Beat. My friend Dave Schultz is with us today as well. If that wasn't enough, we have JT Thomas, and let me tell you, JT's been around town playing keyboards. You can catch him every other Monday night over in Burbank. He's been with people like Rita Coolidge and Bruce Hornsby and Don Henley. He's an amazing keyboard player. We're glad to have him. JT Thomas is going to be out here in just a few minutes. We had a singer stop by today we're going to have an interview with, Chaz West, good friend of mine. He was with the Jason Bonham Band and Foreigner. He's got a new band out together right now. They're out touring, and we want to make sure you catch them. So, again, welcome my friend Chaz West to the show. Hey, we want to welcome everybody here. It's an awesome spot. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do. And I'll tell you what, you've got a segment to go do up in the front. You've got a segment to do upstairs. We've got tattoos. We've got motorcycles. We got gorgeous girls. And we got amazing music. So don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's about 2.5 hours through around that.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's rock!
Here we go. you wanted. Rock we need. Now you got it. And rock we trust. It's what you wanted. Rock we need. And now you got it. Talk to me, Sam, Bam, Colton. Friday night, just got paid. Going out, gonna get laid. Do you wanna go? We need to know. Come on, let's have a good time. Don't be afraid to turn up the night, yeah. Do you wanna go? We need to know. Locked and loaded. Fired up to have a good time. Locked and loaded. Tonight's the night we celebrate life, yeah. Locked and loaded. Fired up, have a good time. Locked and loaded, yeah. Have a good time. The sun comes out, we're wasted again. Another night with all my good friends. Next week we'll do it again. We need to know. Come on, let's have a good time. Don't be afraid to burn up the night, yeah. Do you wanna go? We need to know. Locked and loaded. Fired up to have a good time. We'll be back in a bit. worked your ass off all day long. It's time to let it out. Celebration just begun. Better hold on tight. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. Gonna party tonight. Hell yeah! Raise your glasses to the sky. Tonight, tonight we lose our minds. Raise your glasses to the sky. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Life's too short to care about the problems in our lives. Come with us, I'll take you to a hard rock paradise. Celebration just begun, better hold on tight. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, gonna party tonight. Hell yeah! Raise your glasses to the sky. Tonight, tonight we lose our mind. Raise your glasses to the sky. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here tonight, tell you what it's all about. You work your ass off all day long, it's time to let it out. Celebration just begun, better hold on tight. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, gonna party tonight, everybody. Raise your glasses to the sky. Tonight, tonight we lose our mind. Raise your glasses to the sky. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We are made in America. We have Sam Bam Colton on guitars. The monster, the beast, Joe Vincent. And the man, thunderstruck himself, Mark Lennon. Make some noise. That's it.
And this guy. That's Dave Keckett.
We got one more for you. This is about all the beautiful ladies here tonight. It's called American Made. Are you long-legged? you all the way. In the USA, the girl likes to rock. Girl likes to rock. The girl likes to rock. Girl likes to rock. Let it rock. What a great show. Dave Schultz, JT, and Charles West. Yeah.
My next guest was the front band for such bands as the Jason Bonham Band and Lynch Mob and Three-Legged Dog. And in 2004, he was called up to sing for Foreigner. You can catch him all over the country with his Led Zeppelin tribute band, the Moby Dicks. But right now, he's working with a kick-ass band called Super Troop. Please welcome my friend, Chaz West, to the show. Thanks, bro. Thanks for coming to the show, man.
Pleasure, man.
Have a seat.
Oh, yeah. Even on a football Sunday, here I am.
It's awesome, man. I'm glad you could make it. How do you like our little spot,
this
man?
This is great. This is killer, huh? You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Right in your room, right?
All right.
Sounds great. American made, kick some ass, huh?
They kicked ass
Absolutely.
out there.
I agree.
I was hoping that you would like them. I wanted to have you here. You play around town all over the place.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Here, there, and everywhere. And you know good music when you hear it, and I just thought you would enjoy seeing these guys.
David, they opened for us when the Moby Dicks, when we played the Viper.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
That's right.
That's
Got
awesome.
that early AC/DC thing going on. Yeah.
So, Jazz, I've never had you on the show before. Tell me where you're from.
Here, there, and everywhere. No.
Yeah.
East Coast. My mom was from England. My dad was from New York. So I was raised basically New Jersey, New York, and then across the pond now and then. On summers and things like that. My grandma.
When did you start singing?
Professionally?
Well,
I started as a kid.
Exactly.
I started as a kid. I played guitar and I sang. I wasn't that good of a guitar player.
Right.
So like in high school, I started playing in bands, and it was kind of like, what? Why don't you just sing?
Right.
You might be better at that. Hey, you have more time to chat up the women. I'm like,
right.
Oh, okay, because I was okay guitar player, and I'm okay to write. As far as rhythm and writing songs.
So sometime in your teenage years, you must have realized, well, I'm pretty good at singing.
Yeah, well, I am. I was like, maybe I can do something.
Maybe I can do something with this.
Exactly.
When did you figure out that the whole Robert Plant thing was probably going to be in your future?
I had no idea. Exactly. It was just, all of a sudden, I noticed that more and more people wanted to hear me sing Led Zeppelin songs. I was just a kid.
Right.
And I could hit the notes. I was one of those guys that could hit the
notes.
notes.
You were one of the guys that really could do
exactly,
Led Zeppelin.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? And little did I know that, years later, I've been playing with John Bonham's son. If anybody had ever told me that, as a kid, but come on,
Right.
you're high, you know. But
Right.
I mean, yeah. So,
And then in 2004,
Just
you
calls-
got called up to the big leagues.
yeah,
You were with Foreigner for a year.
for about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Listen, you
No,
were with
it's been a
Foreigner. It was great. Well, you can't. Hey, Kelly Hansen sounds just
Oh,
like.
he did. You close your
sounds
eyes. I
just
told
like-
him. I even told Mick
exactly.
Jones. I said, "Hey, you made the right decision. I get
Exactly.
it.
What a great.
It sucked
guy.
for me, but you know, hey, I get
Right.
it. It's
well,
okay."
well, let's talk about that for a minute.
Sure.
I mean, you hone your music career. You finally get the phone call. Hey, Chaz.
Right.
Would
Well, the
you
first
like
phone
to
call I
sing
got was
for
Jason
Foreigner?
Bonham.
Well, that's true.
I
You
beat
were
out
with
700
Jason.
and something singers for that kid.
So you were with Jason.
I mean, I was a
first.
complete unknown kid in a local band here in LA, struggling just like so
Right.
many other guys and so many other bands. And I got a call, and then it was like I sent in a tape, just like so many other people did.
Right, right.
And to make a long story short, I finally heard back, and you know, I went and got the gig. I mean, but my whole life changed within like 2 weeks. You know,
Right,
next
right,
thing I know, I'm
right.
touring the world and
you're-
signed to Sony Music, and
Well, tell me
hanging
a
out with
little
Robert Plant, and Jimmy Page. It was,
Tell me a
it was
little bit
mind-blowing,
about
you know?
what it feels like to go from playing for 100 people
Exactly.
to 20,000 or 30,000. What's that like?
Oh, it's the
that
greatest
first
feeling.
step out there on the stage.
Like the big show I did was 40,000 people in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah.
And that was the greatest high in the world. I mean, it was. I felt like a gladiator. I remember.
Yeah,
Remember, we
yeah.
started off with Immigrant Song, and I grabbed the mic stand. I was like, "Bro, buddy, you got 40,000 fists." Like,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It was a great. But you know what? I always believe in you put out 110%, whether there's 100 people or 100,000.
That's right.
You
and
know?
everybody who's a
It's-
professional
exactly.
says the same thing.
It's all or nothing. You
Yeah.
know, I still play to, I've played to 40,000 people, and I played to 40 people. So,
Right, right,
you know,
right.
and I still put out the same amount of energy. you know.
Well, you had a great great time with Jason and
Oh, yeah.
Foreigner and
Oh, yeah.
But let's talk about today. Right now you're out. I see you out singing here in town, but you also have a band called
Right.
Super Troop.
Super true. Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about that band and who's in it and what's going on with that.
Well, that came about because we do the Bonzo Bash, right?
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
the
yeah.
East Coast again this year with
Yeah.
Moby Dix, and then right after that we did Randy Rhoads tribute, okay? And one of the guitar players involved, Scott LaFlamme, played with Bang Tango, okay? And Kelly Garney, who was the original bass player from Quiet Riot when Randy Rhoads was the guitar player.
Right, right.
So they kind of like said, "Hey, would you guys want to do something? Would you want to dance? You want to do something?" And I'm like, "Sure, if there's something going on, you know."
Right,
And that's kind of how it all came together. And which basically, we're just breaking the ice now, starting with some shows that I think I told you.
So you got some tours coming up on the East Coast.
East Coast, we
And
start.
so where are you going to be?
We start in Boston, then we do like all over New England,
Right.
then we're doing Toronto, Canada, and then upstate New York, Buffalo, right outside
Oh,
Buffalo.
yeah, well, Dave
Exactly.
Schultz and me. that's
Exactly,
where
I know we were
from,
talking.
you know,
Schultz,
we're
my
from-
bro.
I'm
Exactly.
from Buffalo.
Of course, yeah. Are you from Buffalo?
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
Shuffle off to Buffalo.
Off
right?
to Buffalo. That's how I
From
remember the
Buffalo.
Goo Goo
Right.
Dolls from Buffalo.
That's right.
you
You know, the Resnicks. I know
Right,
the Knicks.
right.
Yeah.
So you got some shows. Listen,
So-
they can find this stuff on
Super Troop.
Super Troop has a
Super
Facebook page.
T-R-O-U-P, it's Facebook page, exactly.
And that's got all your
It's got
dates.
a drummer from Great White too, Derek Pontier.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
we're going to
he's
be playing
fabulous.
like some Jason Bonham band stuff that I haven't played in years.
Right,
Since,
right.
Bonham band broke up years back,
Right.
and some some Foreigner, some Lynch Mob, obviously some Led
So you're
Zeppelin.
gonna cover it all.
Exactly, some Great Whites, and a little bit of this and that. So it's a hodgepodge.
Well, that's awesome.
But it'd be good fun. And
I
of course, Led Zeppelin. You got to give the people what they want. So,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I can't thank you enough for coming to the
Oh,
show.
it's my
Chaz.
pleasure.
Next time, maybe we'll put you on the stage and maybe you sing a little bit for us.
Absolutely.
Would that be awesome?
I would be my pleasure.
Ladies
I
and
would
gentlemen,
love it.
my friend
I would
Chaz
love
West.
Thank you. You guys rock. Thank you.
Hey, before we go,
Surely.
we got in touch with this person here.
I don't look very happy there.
What's her name?
Let me see. Heather Jane Wyatt.
Heather Jane Wyatt. She took that picture, and we wanted to give her a shout out on tape. Thank you for that.
There's my bro, my New Jersey bro, Brian Tishy.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Tish
The
is
Tish
amazing,
Meister.
man.
He is.
So
He's
we're
the
gonna get you
man.
to sign some of these.
Oh, my
we're gonna
pleasure.
get you to
Of
sign
course.
some of these.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll
give
do
some
that.
to
Of
the
course,
crowd
no
a little
problem.
bit.
Yeah.
And but we wanted to thank the photographer for making that great picture. We couldn't find one of you.
Yeah, right.
So
You can find one of
okay,
me.
we'll be
I'm
out
all
of
over
here.
the place. What do you mean? I'm infamous all over. I can tell I'm sweating there. It's just like, oh.
Hey, before we get, you had another date in Vegas. You were playing
Yeah,
in Vegas.
vamped. Exactly. On October the 30th.
October 30th
It's like
in
the night
Banff.
before Halloween. Yeah, it's
Las
friends
Vegas.
of mine. Friends of mine
Las
own it.
Vegas,
Danny
man.
and Corey. Oh, it's great.
Oh, it's great. What a great place that is.
Sin City, baby. That's
Sin
right.
City, yeah, exactly.
The Moby Dicks play there a lot. It's vamped. It's a great place. My friends Danny Coker, who's Counting Cars,
Yeah,
the TV
yeah.
show Counting Cars,
Yeah.
and his wife Corey. They're really good people.
So if
They
you're in
always take
Vegas,
care
you
of
got to get out
it.
there
Exactly.
and see this guy.
Come see Super Troop.
All right.
October 30th. and
Thanks,
then-
buddy.
My pleasure, my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
Good to see you. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. You guys are great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, look, my next guest is from Buffalo, New York, my hometown. He's been with bands like English Beat and the Goo Goo Dolls. Right now, he's with 80s supergroup Berlin. Welcome, my friend, to the show. You may have seen him around town. Hell, you may have seen him on Taxi Cab Confessions. My friend Dave Schultz to the show. David, bro, man, thanks for coming to the show.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Dave has the distinction of being the only guest we've ever had on the show. This is your 4th appearance.
No, it's the 3rd.
3rd appearance.
Maybe it's the 4th.
You did radio
if
once
it is,
with
I don't
me.
remember.
You did radio once with
That's
me.
right.
So when we were on the radio together. Yeah.
How y'all doing?
We're doing great. How you like the new digs? The new digs are looking good?
Very nice. You've upgraded.
We've upgraded a little
very
bit.
nice.
Hey, it's great to have you here. You're out playing. Man, let's talk a little bit about some of the past stuff you've done. I know a lot of people have seen you on the show before.
Yeah.
But let's quick run through it. You're from Buffalo. Your dad was the head of the symphony orchestra.
Oh, he was a conductor, yeah.
The conductor.
I was between 5 and 9 years old, so I didn't really I kind of absorbed it.
Yeah.
Didn't really know what was going on.
But
I
you knew there was
a lot
music.
of tuning of violins and weird stuff going into my brain.
So sadly enough, your dad died at a young age, and he took up piano and continued from there.
Well, he was a pianist mainly and a conductor as well, so it was,
Yeah, so it was in your blood, man.
Yeah.
It was just bred into
I guess.
you from the early
I realized
days
it
of the
later.
symphony orchestra.
Yeah.
That's
He
awesome.
threw me in the pit, and then they would tune up and,
You played
all
around
that stuff.
Buffalo. You got a call from your friends in the Goo Goo Dolls on the West Coast to come out and kick it with them.
They were playing Woodstock, 70,000 people, and I never played in front of more than 100. So
Yeah, we were just, that's funny when
Robbie's like, dude,
You want to come out here tonight?
I'm like, yeah, sure.
and Iris's was big.
So
as
that was
it
I
comes.
just was hired to play the one song, and then I ended up doing the whole tour. So
Right.
it
That was a
kind
great
of a trippy
time.
experience.
That was a
Yeah.
great time, and then
That was my first real tour.
English Beat was a pretty good gig for you.
Yeah, that was great. Dave Wakeley. Well, actually, one of the first albums I ever owned was Special Beat Service by the English Beat, so it was kind of a full circle
That's awesome.
experience.
That's awesome
20
when
years
that
later,
happens.
I'm playing with a guy and hearing all his Monty Python style stories in a British accent. It was like a dream come true.
Hey,
Guy's hilarious.
and do you remember when you were on the show the last time? My co-host was a singer. Do you remember that was the show you were on?
Oh yes.
So you remember that show?
Yeah.
Dave was on another show before
about a year
when
ago.
Bea was on as a singer in a band, and that was a great time.
She rocked it.
She rocked it, right? Just like she's doing tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, Bea, thank you, sweetie. For
Lovely
letting me
lady,
know.
lovely lady.
Awesome. Dave, right now you're out with Berlin.
Occasionally.
80s. They were, a big band. You're
Well,
playing
she's
with
doing
them.
a lot. She just put a record out. We just did a record. Came out about 6 months ago, and we're working on a new EP. So she's always creating new material.
She's
which
amazing.
is very cool.
She's amazing.
She's one of the only ones that does that, really. Because I remember I overheard a conversation between her and Pat Benatar, and she was like, "Are you doing a record?" And Pat's like, "No. Why would I do that?"
Right.
And
Do an EP.
Terry just kind of went, "Okay."
Yeah.
But I mean, that's cool. Whatever works for everybody.
But
For
I
Terry,
gotta-
she needs to be creative.
I got to
constantly.
tell you, some of the most amazing music I've seen in town is with the All-Star Jams that you put together.
I appreciate it.
I'm telling you, you bring some of the best musicians that happen to be stationary in Los Angeles
Well,
at the time.
whoever's around is always invited.
Tell
to
me
come
about
down.
the Halloween thing you've got coming up. This show is going to air on the 18th, so you guys have got time to get down to see David
it's November
on
1st.
November 1st. Tell us about that gig.
It's at the Mint, which is a legendary club on Pico and Crescent Heights.
Right.
Called the Mint. Like guys like Stevie Wonder will show up there and do like an impromptu.
Yeah,
gig.
yeah.
Or like Daniel Lanois or Frank Black or whoever. It's a great club. So it only holds about maybe 200 people,
Right.
but it's just got a lot of history.
Who you got showing up with you?
I think it's like the cooler version of the whiskey because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
people still play there. The legends still play out there. But we have a lot of different people. We got a drummer who tours with Steve Lukather and Joe Satriani. We got a guitar player from Chris Cornell, Wallflowers, Buck Cherry.
Right.
The horn section from a lot of sort of current hip hop bands like R&B, I would say.
Right.
Like Chris Brown, Black Eyed Peas, Shaka Khan.
Man.
Bass player from Beyonce, who's like this actually a wicked bass player, rapper, a crazy freak of a woman named
Love it.
Divinity Rocks. She's gonna play. A couple girls that sing on The Voice. Who else? JT's going to come up and
JT.
sit in with us.
All right,
And I'm actually
JT.
a fan of his. He's
All
the next guy. I just met him. He's awesome.
So you met JT
Yeah,
upstairs?
and,
JT's coming out here in a bit.
It's great because we just do music we like.
Right.
We don't give a shit about what the audience likes, but they end up liking it.
You know, it's
And
amazing.
that's
You
good.
guys have an amazing
It's a good
time.
thing, right? Energy feeds off energy.
Energy
So,
feeds off
you know,
energy. Absolutely.
And we'll have guests come in, like Terry came in and sang with us one time. She sang Hot Stuff, you know, by Donna Summer.
Right.
And you never know who's going to show up.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I'm going to go down
so
there.
it's-
I'm
it's a-
going to
it's a
be
good
there. So for all of the fans of the show, if you're going to be in downtown Los Angeles, the Mint is the place to go. He's going to be there on November 1st. All of your
11 o'clock.
information, 11 o'clock. You have, tell us about website and
It's
places.
DaveSchultz.co.
Dave
DaveSchulz.
Z, Dave Schultz.
.co. No T.
No T. No T. Hey, everybody, my friend Dave Schultz, thanks for coming to the show, buddy.
My pleasure. I think I walked down the stairs too quickly.
Oh, you guys are great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and making this show what it is. I really appreciate it. My next guest, I told you earlier, he has got gold and platinum recordings with Tracy Chapman, Bruce Hornsby, Rita Coolidge, Captain Beefheart, and Sparks. He's also on speed dial for Don Henley, Bonnie Raitt, Sheryl Crow, and Michael Bolton, Emmylou Harris, just to name a few. Welcome, my friend JT, to the show. There we go. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming to the show. Have a seat.
How did you find out all that stuff about me?
It was the stuff you sent me. Oh, no, it's funny. You know, everybody does their little research on the internet and everything, but
Can't hide.
I see. You know, I've been watching you play now at the Burbank Bar and Grill about every other Monday night with that great little ensemble you guys are with there.
Mitch Perry.
Awesome, Mitch Perry. You know, I mean, enough said. That's an amazing guitar player. He's a real horse on that stage. Let me tell you, he kicks ass. But my friend, everybody that I've talked to about you says the same thing about you. That you're the most amazing keyboard player they've ever played with, and they enjoy working with you. And that comes from Mitch Perry directly. That this guy is the one guy that makes him sound as good as he sounds.
That's sweet of him to say.
So, you know, tell us a little bit about the beginning, where you come from and where you were born and raised. And
Well, I'm a desert rat who grew up in Lancaster
oh, yeah.
with the tumbleweeds and the jackrabbits. I was one of those kids who would rather stay in and play the piano than go out and play baseball or run up and down the soccer field. So I just always I always found my voice in doing that, as opposed to, it's the best way I could communicate what was going on inside
Do you
of me.
play anything else besides piano?
Yeah, I played guitar when I was a teenager, you know, in bands,
And then you
I
settled.
played oboe in college. You know?
Oh, you're at Contra Bassoon Festival, you know.
Yes,
I mean,
I tried everything. I had to play the field, you know.
yeah. Well, you've, like I said, the resume is amazing. You've played with some great people, and we could probably spend all day talking about Tracy Chapman and Rita Coolidge, but are you playing with those guys? Are you doing anything else? Are you doing studio work?
Yeah, I've got a studio in my home, and I produce, you know, young artists who I take an interest in, and
Right.
their shiny creativity, you know. So I produced a record last year with a good friend of mine, a guy named Johnny Moisey, a bluesman from Salinas or that area, you know, the bread bowl of California. Really talented. We play at this place called the Piano Bar in Hollywood every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And along with a few other talented, what I kind of call the Beachwood rockers,
Right.
you know, up and coming Hollywood talents. And, it's
I
really
love
fun.
it. You know that's kind of what my show is all about, bringing attention
I
to great
see,
bands
yeah.
like Made in America. You guys like Made in America? They were awesome. I'm so glad they could make it. Glad you got to hear them.
Yeah.
You've seen David, the singer. He's been out before. He's played on the stage with you guys.
Yeah.
Let me tell him about the band on Monday nights. You're with Stephen Perkins from Jane's Addiction,
Monster.
playing drums.
Oh, so
You've
much
got Mitch
fun.
Perry, who's from Lita Ford, and he played with Edgar Winter, and he's playing guitar.
He's a freak.
Just amazing.
He's a freak.
Somebody playing bass, it's usually Chuck Wright, or last week it was Sean McNabb from Dokken. I mean, an amazing group. And
But I think the most amazing part is that there's no rehearsal, there's no
you think that's
preparation.
amazing.
We just go up there and play whatever occurs to us. at
That's the
time, and
conversation,
that's-
by the way, that happens at the tables. How do they do this without rehearsing? That's what we all talk about at
Well,
the table.
that's what we think too. It's it's a different kind of thing to actually go up there and find out what's going on inside of you in the moment, as opposed to having something you practiced and then trot that pony out. and
Absolutely.
show how pretty it is. You know, It's a
Absolutely.
different thing, and it's
You guys really create music there while you're there in the moment.
without necessarily meaning to.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just staying with
This
it.
band
yeah.
can turn any 4-minute song into 20 minutes. I mean,
Jazz Odyssey.
I've seen them turn. Well, I saw you do a set that had 4 songs in it. So, you know, I mean, come on. There's an hour set with 4
Well,
songs.
you know who we're playing for.
Yes,
right?
yes. No, it's awesome. I'm glad you could make it to the show. I really wanted you to come and be part of this.
No, it's a beautiful thing you're doing here.
And I
the
want you to
world
come
needs
back.
more of you. Man.
Anytime you can come back. My friend JT. Thank you, JT. Yeah, this is it. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming to this show. First, I've got to thank Dave Schultz and JT Thomas and Chaz West. Thank you for coming to the show. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And let's not forget my special invited guest, Made in America. You guys are awesome. I want to thank Eric from Decoded, the LARocks crew, the bikes. I want to thank you guys for bringing the bikes. And but more than anything, I want to thank you guys for coming to the show and welcoming us. We'll see you next time on LARocks, folks. You did great. You did awesome. Thank you. All right, man, here we are after the show. I'm sitting here with Made in America. Guys, thanks for coming to the show.
You're welcome, man. I love playing for you and the fans and seeing the interviews. It was a great day.
Yeah, I had a great time with you guys here. Tell the fans a little bit. Why don't we introduce ourselves all the way down the line, man?
I'm Joey Vincent. I'm the bass player and the sexy one.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm Dave Keckett, and I'm not the sexy one.
Mark Lehner, and I am the drummer.
I'm Sam Colton, and I play guitar and make noise.
You guys rocked it in here tonight, man. You guys did an awesome thing. I like to take a minute here and just tell you, I talked to every one of my guests and every one of the celebrities that were here, and they love you. They
That
think
is
you
so
guys
cool.
are awesome.
That's a big compliment.
They loved it.
What's not to love?
That's right. That's right. I totally agree.
Par for the course.
And here at LARocks, we pride ourselves on picking just the best bands in LA.
You got good
guys are
taste.
one of it.
Good
You
taste.
guys are one of them. There's no doubt about
Thank
it.
you. Thanks for having us.
Where do folks find you? We're playing soon? You got websites and that kind of thing?
We do have a website. It's www.made-in. That's just a regular in.
And it appeared on the
Dash.
screen right here.
It's not an Enye.
-america.com.
Awesome.
Or on Facebook, facebook.com/made-in-america-band.
Can they? Where do they buy your stuff? You got anything on iTunes or
CD Baby.
CD Baby?
And we're on.
Come track us down and buy a CD.
Yeah. You guys got any gigs coming up?
Yes, we're actually doing with Rob Sheriff and
the
with
Rockers
KLOS with Rockers Against Cancer. It means a lot to me. I lost my mom 2 years ago, and my dad, who's 93 right now, has it. And so buy tickets, come down. It's in Santa Ana at Malone's with Sweet. Which, it's an awesome. Chaz West sang with Sweet for a minute. And, it's beautiful. It's all in the family. Come on down and support. And that's next Saturday, the 18th, in Malone.
7:30. We play at 7:30.
7:30, the 18th at Malone's.
It's tonight.
In Santa Ana.
because we're airing this on the 18th.
Yeah.
We're like magicians.
Yeah.
We know what's up.
So yeah, it's a
Don't
great
come to
cause.
Malone's next week.
Come to Malone's tonight.
That's right.
Come to Malone's tonight.
Better
Hurry
get
up.
there now.
DVR the rest of the show.
Guys, you guys are awesome. Thanks for coming to the show. You got to go buy some stuff from these people. Made in, the letter N, America. Made in America. Thank you guys for coming, kicking it with us. Here we are after the show. This is Redbeard, man. We're out of here.
Yeah, peace out.
Later,
Metal
dude.
to the horns.
Well, I found Derek in the crowd. Derek came. He's an alumni here. Decoded. Had him on a few shows ago. You've probably seen him. They're a great band. You were over at the other spot. David, I'm glad you were here in the audience. What did you think of Made in America?
They're awesome.
Were they good
Yeah,
band?
fun band.
I'm
Very
glad you had a
good.
great time.
All around awesome time. Good energy, good songs.
Look, when you were here last time, guys were just getting ready to go out and try to get a tour together. And you and I talked, and I'm just so happy for you guys. You guys went and you got a media package. You know what? A lot of folks don't know what needs to be done to actually get their band out there. They're still in the mystery. Tell us what a media package is and how it works.
Well, basically, yes, you told me all these great things and good bits of information, and I like to learn a lot from people. A lot of musicians, I think, they get stuck in just sitting here, let's see what comes to us. But you have to be very proactive, and basically we put together a radio campaign with college markets, small, medium level markets, actually. You know, we sent them, of course, we went through a company, so they had all of our information, EPK and all that kind of stuff. But it was really great for us because we got put on rotation of over 100 college radio stations around the country.
And you did something that's even more proactive, and that was all of your social media. You listed the phone numbers for the radio stations that were playing it so you could get your fans to call those radio stations and say, we love Topanga. By the way, that's the CD you need to get from Decoded. It's Topanga. You can get that on
You can get
iTunes.
it everywhere.
You can get it everywhere now.
You can get it everywhere.
You can get it everywhere.
You
That's
can even
really
find
great.
it in Amoeba music, actually.
That's so great. So then, after you got your media package, you started setting up a tour to the cities in which you are being played on the radio. How's that going to work out?
Absolutely. A lot of the places that are playing us, they're on the route to the cities and stuff like that. So all of these radio stations I was calling up, I was asking them if we could stop by during this tour and everything. They're like, oh yeah, we've been getting a lot of calls from your fans requesting your songs and stuff. So they know about us. They're playing our music, and now we're going to stop by these stations.
That's part of the thing. Yep. They know about us, and they're playing our music.
Yep.
I mean, that's the steps to get ahead in this thing.
Yep.
Man, I'm so glad that worked out for you guys, and now you're going to go out on tour. And we did one more thing. We talked about a Kickstarter program, a crowdfunding platform. You guys started that, and I'd say you did pretty good.
We did great. We got more than we needed.
You were looking for $4,000 and got $6,000.
Yep.
And it funded
Yep.
on the 12th.
Yep.
So you're ready to put your tour together.
Yep.
To go out and support your CD.
Yep. So we have all the expenses covered through our generous and wonderful fans that we have all around the world. We've got so many backers, and there's so many rewards that we're giving to them and incentives, and it's amazing. It's kind of like our own label as our fans, you know, because that's what we have right now. And so our whole tour is funded. It's a 2-week tour, and it's made possible to visit all these radio stations, and it's we're just very focused right now. We have a lot of
When you're done with that
goals
one,
ahead.
you do it again.
Yeah.
And you do it again,
Just
and
keep
again. You
rolling.
make another CD,
Yeah.
and you go out. Hey, that's awesome.
Rinse and repeat.
I'm so proud of this guy and this band, Decoded. I was right picking you to be on the show. And now you're out in the West Coast and you're touring. You're on the radio, and we're not just talking .com. You are on FM radio in cities across America, and LARocks is damn proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Red.
Thanks for coming to the show again.
Thanks a lot.
We'll be back in a minute.